slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spend.
No sad about it, no sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up.
Back up.
I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
No, you sad about it. No, you sad about it.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jake Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Time flies, have so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what deep mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. Tired of complaining. I gotta bitch change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey, read. I got you. Rock. Shit. Hey, watch it. Ready, go.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Nine yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, General. Smash. What you got? Leo. What you got, baby? Give me some. Give me some. Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
Watch 98 for Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check. Cross. Blue dot's working. Blue dot's working. Check 13. Check 13. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Now Pollard. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 51 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Giants nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. They find some open field here. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd down. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy most likely to bring him down. That was a nice gain.
Check 3, check 3.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And a yard at the 15-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Pollard. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 6, orange. Jump, 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 jump. Shit. Go.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
66. Bullet drive. Under 10.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Got it. 51 the mic, boy. 51. Hey. Delta. Let's get in there, man. 51 the mic. 51 the mic. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. And go.
Back to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They're going to look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter.
Check 31, check 31. Go. Kill. Check 52. Switch.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here we go. 15 on it.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And his pass incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Saquon Barkley running right. Now after the play, oh man, it's Barkley who appears to be shaken up. He's down. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Here we go. Here we go. Go to base. Get it on. Rush in. Rush in.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Watch the whip.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to fire one deep and got his man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 44 yards.
1st down, Cowboys.
How about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
64, weak. Ready, go. Ready, go.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Let's go, let's go. 8, read. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Switcher. 3, 2, 18. Chopper.
2nd and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Set. 30's base. Let's go. 22 check bomber. 22 check bomber. Check. Watch out. You're out. Bravo.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Now Jake Elliott, earlier in his career, he beat these Giants with a 61-yarder. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jackson going to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Steps away to his left. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Let's go. Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Check nickel. Undercrunch.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 71 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down. Let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Check 3. Fresno. No.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
46-yard line.
Set, ready. Squeeze, get in there. Chopper.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
61. Matchbox, light. Lock it. Check 26, check 26. Ready.
Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Mike 7, let's go. Mike 51, Mike 50, all done. Switch up. Begin. Ready.
Back to throw. He's got his man. That's Wallace. That one good for 24 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Exit.
to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. One receiver to the left is Cooper. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now here's Pollard, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, as the first half is winding down, and the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Elliott good with a PAT, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
2nd and 5. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The end result, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. That's complete to Slayton. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go. Mike Tilani, 56. Oh, here we go. Oh, slam. Watch safety creep.
Here's Jackson to throw on 3rd down. And the pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Let's go.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Cooper's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Go. Go. Gun. 20. 51 for much. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Throwing on third down, Newton. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
20.
It's second and inches at the 4-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Kane. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Newton to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Elliott on for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Cowboys 34, Giants 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Watch the shift. Shift.
Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. That'll bring up second down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. The Giants on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
He's coming, double up. Check 24, check 24. Shift. Go, shift. Hey, watch this.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to go down again. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Gun.
On first down, Newton looking deep in the direction of Cooper, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check 99.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making a big-time play?
The Cowboys on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
46-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw is Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check 13. Check 13. 6 guys. Check 6.
Jackson operating from the gun. For left side, it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now Jackson. It's hauled in by Shepard. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Buying time to his left. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Ready? Look, 98, 98, 80. Team showed up.
From the gun, here's Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Catch made by Slayton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
On
1st and 10, it's Jackson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Turning into a really good performance on the road, week 1. You're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Operating from the gun, Jackson gets this one to his running back, Wayne Gallman. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Going right side, he finds Slayton. That one goes for 24 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And Jackson throwing once more. Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking it.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Here comes the ball.
That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it, and as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Dallas, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.